You see, we've come to this mind-blowing place. And we're homegrown, all welcomed here with grace. So, yeah, it's time to embrace man, this human race. Here on our base, sailing away through space.
From me to you, my one other brother, arm in arm, now all together. Here on Earth, our shared mother, giver of birth, and we love her. Oh yeah, in waves we ride, far and wide, kicking back the turf. Every day, however, wherever, we can forever surf.
And what you lack in harm, if you're clever, just make up with your charm. As this is a game we can all play, forever, like a war of disarm. Just remember, all each and every day, the best game maybe we can play is to win this game of courtesy at each all and every other way.
But I tend to disagree, that you beg to differ. That I'm looking in the mirror, getting further to the nearer. So say hello, hey, for a brighter day and the right of way. I guess it's to turn our work into a perk that we play. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, now open up and say, okay? Que sera, like whatever will be, or not to be? Now that is a question. Born from stars, we all start. Life's old scars shine our heart. It is known, yet unknown, we're not alone. Just roll with life's punches and be grown. For it's without the bad times, at some times, we set out the good times, so no fun times.
So, bring your AAA game, not the walk of shame. Cause we party hard at Pro Rada, with all our name, fame.
As probability is not a proper ability. And referees are not to blame. Kick-busting kickoffs, fuel kicking back kickbacks. Scoring the time to shine and relax. As all decks of cards are dealt double-sided. We play how it rolls, as fate is guarded. The future, instinct, and the distant plan. Take generations of wisdom, making wizards from man.
We don't set sail at half-mast, as that crew is all star pro-cast, yeah. Just kicking back, kickbacks from the past. Rock solid and born to last.
Human fallibility is a liability, because our probability is not a proper ability. But clues to the hidden can come from the given, as to why we are here, or why we are still living. So why are we alive in this uncivilization? What is the source of our existence? Materialization? prior to the universe, of course. What is that force? From some externalization? Likewise with that string theory, and the smallest quantum particle, quantization, as above so below. There's no limit to time and space, even our own mind. Internalization. Then would there be no strings needed to tie up a quanta and mind loop generalization? And that would mean there is no Big Bang, beginning or end. Just reorganization after your infinity. Realization. For when computing improves the beauty of a fractal, which further proves infinity is an actual, we sing again in Zoom, when nature is calling, infinity's infinite room, when the snow starts falling, for the processional, infinitesimal decimals, amazingly make every unique snowflake. So know that, within you, there is always room to zoom and think out of the box. Just imagine there's no limits to time or space, then you can unlock any mental blocks within the prime time multiple of the 3D, the X, Y, and Z of axes you see. Any one point, at some point, has divisionability. That then makes 2 points of define more fine, indefinitely, as inside the finite exists a point of infinite detail, making indefinite definitely off the scale. At any place between time and space, it's just a scaled ratio link. In any case, the calculations per second define the detail we think. Then because size and speed scale proportionally, do not be deceived, making our conception of space and time observance when it is received as perception, when smaller is generally relatively more rapidly perceived. Then, the reception measure rate of time is also increasingly achieved. It's because the perception of time, as our memory jobs, requires both space and time to turn our cognitive cogs. Thus time and space are directly proportional bottleneck bogs, making both relative when cleaning up any perception data backlogs. For example, if you shrink down subatomic for a sec, see that the time on your watch is running normal if you check. And no, even a black hole cannot bend these rules, as space and time are merely your symbolic measurement tools.
A head melt,
will be felt
down and dealt,
to all
like less lizards, with frivolous gizzards, and headless chucks,
who need to cook books
to see how
that poultry looks. Nearly died when they got super fried. KFC fried shake and baking and shoot. Smells like souls are frying like rice.
Christ. Not just once, maybe twice. I see food,
ISIS or salad.
so I feel the need for a feed.
Happy Meal deals on wheels
Chomping chill pills,
for Pac-Man thrills and spills.
driving by throughs. I kill some bills
Zombie envoy.
in a combi convoy. I think it's not really a joyride.
Against an evil slippery slide. Something stinks.
Cause we're on the brinks.
The money
lady sings missing links. Tying by thinks it's the brinks of extinks.
I think so. Therefore I'll iron out the kinks.
And suss out the winks.
And cranks the cranky pot wheel chain chinks.
Chomping the wrong chill pill. Cause an implication.
From an infected email. Sometimes when we touch,
I thank you with my crutch.
then I come again. So I thank you very much. Going global. Full frontal lobe probing. Going postal. Coast to coast. Kicking back. With a kickin' back ghost. I host with the most.
Roller coaster, coast to coast. It's a tragic,
Castle travesty.
impending doom ending.
Your Majesty.
But it's not over till the fat lady sings.
Out of harass, what this swelling brings.
Landing, commanding, arcing sparks.
Neuron links.
Ideas we thanks.
I know you gonna dig this. Under a tree in a garden by the sea, a bluebird sings from above. As an eternity of perfect imperfection forms a matrix of love. You see, that's how nature fits cosmic order like a synchronicity of love. So let's go with the flow, then we'll show the simplicity of love. As love is the greatest gift and asset of all, as a pyramid of strength like all support wall, that free soul nutrient will never fall. Build it up high, forever growing tall. Give a piece to anyone when you hear them call. Yeah, it's beautiful. Hey, yeah, you know what to do. A flower don't plan or rehearse. We'll make our year in every hour of our time-space immerse. As every word in verse is finally reversing the arrow timing. Like sonic booms I'm coercing by conversing all the rhyming. Then we can unleash the power of this whole universe. So finally, it's a AAA game. This 3D combine, shining prime all the way to the end of the divine line. No walk of shame. Hey girl, now let's score a try from your try line. You see, it's not chance we're both in our prime. So let's align and roll as one. Oh yeah, our big bang is waiting to shine. And when we do, we're blowing this whole space and time. You, my darling, you're a living treasure, a flower ready to bloom at your own leisure. Your beauty within only real men could ever measure, and to help you out is my honor and pleasure. Oh, your smile just shines the whole mile, and as everybody just stops and stares a while, you break the arrow of time with style. You know, my darling, you're number one and deserve the best in life, and all that is fun. As you're the bride girl and I'm the groom, you see, we're snuggling like a bug in a rug, setting butterflies free, feeling the cheese that please. As we're maybe making Uber babies. Like wow, looking in your eyes, I hear your cries. So kick back, it's time to enjoy these highs. And on now, yeah, mine so prime, styling your divine fine smile, and add to me that shined a mile, and that aha caused a traffic heart hash trophy. Like now, with your highs and your eyes are like attacking me.
Hey, hi. Hi.
You're looking so hot, hitting my spot, sitting on that top of me. So just go with the flow, girl, you know you can't fight the gravity. And with our interglow halo, that anyone for sure can see, that would enlighten even a dark star, you know, as we go, just you and me, and that it's all on show, waiting for our time to interblow, so universally, as the ecstasy of reality, you know, like whoa, we centered, and vow I entered, new holy pleasure is now invented. As this multiplicity turns chaos complexity into pure simplicity, from our type of electricity, making our own gang. Now we're rocking this earth, like the lovebirds that sang. And I can sense your landmark ray, halo, just doing your thing. As we go with the flow, we can't fight this gravity, just hang. And feel the real Big Bang, now shining, as the new dawn just rang. Yet blowing the whole of space and time. Wow, oh big, no, big bang, bang, bang,
We can therefore borrow from tomorrow to pay us back today. We're the brightest day and the righteous way. Perks whatever works with play. So bring your AAA game, not a walk of shame. With emotion as the driving force that follows instinct without remorse. Stop and think, why work and race like a horse? As life runs its path off course. As this quest for conquest rides high, deep and steep, for whatever abundance brings, is to frolic over the healing wings. Lost respect can be fatal, it starts early as prenatal. Dollar value has control, yet no real worth. Rest in peace, the human soul. Do not defeat the purpose of life. What makes a man is his work and his wife. Remember the love when you're you met. Cherish good times and never ever forget. Family defines the best lifetime crimes one can get. Love your children, priority number one. Deserving the best in life and all that is fun. When you look into their eyes, hear their cries, know the purpose of life is to enjoy the highs. It's like looking in the mirror, getting further to the nearer. Because you are me, and so are we, super symmetric with the electric harmony. The secret of a woman to make her show, so alive with emotion and in a glow. Rolling like waves is how they flow. Ride them when they are high, pick them up when they are low. The man's stomach speaks from his heart. Simple quick fixes are his quick start. Can't argue with that logic from the south. Then his ears are all yours, plus a smiling mouth. Then you'll be kicking back and living with feel. Chillaxing and keeping it real. That's the hardest challenge to overcome, but makes for high rewards when you have won. Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to wake up now and catch your held breath in between the three life expenses known as death. Suck it in like a man on the chin. Inhale and remember to breathe. When freestyling, your smile shine in the extra mile. Now prime define your sublime fine and divine style. Bring your AAA game, not a walk of shame. Walking down the aisle. Hey, hey, do not be frightened to be enlightened. Sing a hymn from within and enlighten from within. With the same source and our common sense force, which is guided by emotion and blessed with devotion. Because from deep within us all burns a brilliant light. Even Mother Earth herself shines in a bright With this guidance all the way, there never is a night. Then you're reaching for the top of which way is up. As I read, what's left, mate, as all law and all right. Know your rights. You're all right. Take the first left as right. When the road ends or bends, we're all friends. End this game never ends. Start driving and life surviving. Assembly ends. Yeah. But when the end is near, have nothing to fear. The universe loves you, dear. Behold faith in God's face. Together we must embrace. United we are, the human race. Spelt out, these words are true, and this is my hug to you.
Don't you leave me this way.
Yeah, hey, you know what? There is only one God above, your God, and God is love. Yeah, and every time we play, we can anytime pray. Then love will just flow for all to know. That all love is free, absolute and magnificent. Echoing for an eternity, there is no equivalent. Flowing waves of the cosmic sea is greater than anything can know. From the very sound we see, from underground and around, as above so below. Have agenda, there is nothing grander. Love is omnipresent. You know how to bestow more glory from below, as everything is relevant. Having presence, a wonderful multiple present, forever and benevolent. Bounded by wisdom, a necessity for all that is forever prevalent. Connecting in your dreams, God heals you back up your seams, as your life journeys through these extremes. Enduring to be wise, scaling the highs of every great surprise. Even if just passing through interlude cries, be humble in your place. Just behold the prize. What's in your eyes? Blessed by grace. Gather your senses, now embrace. Catch your held breath. In between the free life senses and expenses known as death. God knows the true state of all soul health, so it's still wrong even to pity wealth. Keep this in mind, then you can find what that's instead. Ascension derailed indeed, this measure is scaled by greed. Empty souls that have bled, these are the walking dead. So then, keep your peace of mind always on the heavenly level. Pure, gentle, and open, yet free from the devil. If you can live your life free, away from sin, enlighten from dim what's already within, and use your assets, don't waste a thing. Then, body and soul will make your heart, yeah, pump them to win. Love is a universal field force that is able to bloom and rise from any single source, even disentangled doom. Omnipresent with the microzoom, for the macro to consume. Where a warm heart in long need can harvest from a seed. This life-giving feed, we give and toil and plead. But everyone must heed and concede the fake prophet virtue is like how deep inside love can hurt you. That is agreed. Free as a left hand can be, that is all us, part of the 1, 2, check 1, 2. Draw forth a cosmic schematic that's universally enigmatic, traversing into everything dramatic to make you feel real ecstatic. Strive to understand the perfection, direction, grand command. However the size, love shall rise and surprise even the great Lord's eyes. So just smile because love is free and God is the Almighty.
Can you hear me? Look up at the moon. It's a prime satellite, so radiant divine, setting sublime bright, as it sets these dials, so primal light, by shining our dials, on high at night, to create extra miles, of smiles all right, like a machine to the extreme, brighter than any other star sheen, on the scene. As it's essential, that our existential, has the potential, to be exponential, affecting little objects of affections, directing literal supernatural selections. It can synchronize with real eyes in these skies, to then realize all the real lies in disguise, as the French do not make fries, and you can't more from blind tries, then learn how to zip like flies when high-fiving the cloud-9 eyes, the shining under a sub, supraliminal swoon, is from above, the superluminal moon. It's an extra super smooth mood lunar rejuvenal, in full bloom, where when centered attention lines combine, will then shine prime in reality by design, like fine smile shines, as God's divine sign, so surreal, so sublime, this paradise, paradigm. Then you know, the ecstasy of reality is war, a fantasy, coming into actuality, when your parents centered, then you entered, a new holy pleasure, was wow, just invented, it's a gift to us kind, as the loving in that work, has the power to combine, and this is our whole point, of all of space, and all of this, whole holy time, so look up at the moon, its bright primal light, shining our smiles on high at night, as this relative, real reality, paradigm, is all, so surreal, and also, oh, so sublime fine prime lines, that align rhyme, as above so below all around, are illuminating shine, oh yeah, SROM within every sound, at the center of infinity, where your 3Ds of for real time, align, with the whole, holy trinity, this true whole unity, is a prime divine, design, between the polarity of duality, the and, 3D that we see, is to ad infinitum, to the time and space and continuum, and makes our 0-point singularity, this surreal reality, and is how we avoid a miss, and still we kiss, the void abyss, as this vision is top to toe bliss, isn't it? Yeah, but what is the norm to conform, when we're all uniquely formed, to be normal, then is quite abnormal, like sheep all shun, dressed uniformal, feel free to be you, as you're uniquely new, it's the new dawn morning, as new from yawning, just read behind the clues, and find the truth within the news, that's forming, yeah all good morning. Can you hear me?
Hey, wow, who's that for king? Oh yeah, cause there are more stars than sand grains on all Mars, and with more stars than all the stars. So then at botars they play air guitars like super stars kicking back off Mars. Something's going on downtown metropolis. Yeah, feminine phenomenon getting on popular populace as a typical hot topical. That tropical are y'all all are topless and hot while you're laughing from atop the Acropolis up at the Parthenon, smoking hot atop Populus like a puff effing paramarathon. My hypothesis, it's an hysterical historical space hubbly bubbly with an oracle miracle. There are more stars and sand grains on Mars. Hafe is I.e. harmonic, the fully sick psychedelic. Oh man, it's the demonic chronic learned from an angelic relic, or the clinic gimmick, as this ironic tonic is easy to mimic like a think tank prank gangsters. So the real high rolling first class, we just strolling and a drink like coke in our Coca-Cola, rocking the brick as a trick, moto glowing. So knock knock, where's my choc? It's party o'clock and our stock is fully choco-block. So get a lobotomy, then robot anatomy, for moonwalking in socks and head spinning body rocks.
Then you'll shine your smile. An extra mile. Prime defining. Thought, divine style. It's so surreal. Also, sublime. And redefine the paradigm.
Yeah, just doing what you do, also discreet, flying super cool, as first class elite. So all aboard, the night train to Crete, kicking back, so just kick back your feet, and how your heads are gonna blow. Medicinal brain slaps, boom headshot, front to back popping caps. Then you'll see your mortality is really a virtuality. No, that the real, natural selection of genetic codes is X nodes, with our loads of triple X loads, a lucid neo matrix, cosmic soul collection. That
Oh, hello baby. Hello baby.
Bang into my beat. Sweet greeting. Down Main Street. Fleet. Tweetin'. Time to meet and greet. Delete. Cheatin'. From obsolete seat. The seat excretin'. Because all their heat is causing overheating. Replacing the weak. Peak freaking. People who are cheap. Leak streaking. I swear, yet like a teat. We're all depleted. So yeah, I'll be like a geek. With my full fleet competing. For a full complete defeating. It's such a wrong crime. This rollin' shuffle for such a long time. This ruffle muffle with the brain drain. Lame kerfuffle waffle. An insane same game. Pain to yet lover muscle. So wham bam bruzzle. Fat hustle bustle. And scam plan reviews all. And kick up half us tussle. See my superhumanal is like superluminal.
For an extra super smooth blue mood, rejuvenol. Hey here yes, you. Bless you. But aha. Now I must arrest you. And I must test you. Just to see if I step 2. This step 2. This disgust bliss. Ya progress too. This bust. Like lust, when I undress you. And impress you. Not to head mess you. But to infest you. And ya guessed too. That should I have best guessed too. Bang into my beat. Sweet greeting. Down Main Street. Fleet. Tweetin'. Time to meet and greet. Delete cheatin'. Because all their heat from obsolete seat. The seat excretin' is causing overheating. Replacing the weak. People who are cheek. Peak freaking. I swear. Yet. Like a teat. Leak streaking. We're all deeply then. So yeah, I'd be like a geek. With my full leap. Competing. For a full complete. Defeating. It's such a wrong crime. This roll and shuffle. For such a long time. This ruffle, muffle. With the brain drain. Lame kerfuffle, waffle. An insane, same game. Pain to yet lover muscle. So wham bam boozle. Fat hustle bustle. And scam plan refused all. And kick up hostless tussle. See my superhumanal is like superluminal. For an extra super smooth blue mood, rejuvenol. Hey here yes, you. Bless you. But aha. Now I must arrest you. And I must test you. Just to see if I step 2. Step 2. Disgust bliss. Ya progress too. This bust. Like lust, when I undress you. And impress you. Not to head mess you. But to infest you. And ya guessed too. That should I have best guessed too.
Chumbawamba, from down under. Like a yaz, what the fuck wonder. Romper stomping beat smashing with these feats cause a distem. Nephilim thunder. Arfo Shahaya, when we walks through the door, there's a shock and a haw. By the way that all your jaws just hits the floors. This is Big Bro, taking over the show. Now I got to listen up, and chill, peel this. How or I'll pop your zits, and pinch, yeah, bitch, tit, beards. All you little people remember to breathe, as you're turning blue.
Nephilim. Doors.
Shaking this earth supersized, quaking this turf LOLRBIs, and are awaken a near new birth by gasping cries. Hey all ya popping eyes ya turning blue too, now lil papa smurf fries. Just tell me where's that dumbass bozo, bogun, or some of ya guilty bitches gets my chest finger, dude. That you can even hear go boom 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 boom. You'll hear me pointing finger, shake the room. And you shaking and baking. I am spanking your shake and bacon. It's only because a population mass assassination needs to be averted. With the black hole fascination desire so hot, science it seems is perverted. With no idea why or what unknown fire they got which needs to be diverted. It's going to burn before you learn that a black hole cannot be converted. Chests are hurting, causa. Some are blokes that infest like jokes the monks in the room. Now punk asses, just like yarbugs are sweeping under the rugs. Where's the truth for the youth that now stolen like thugs? Like some of you guys schmucks, a full, dumb, ass, fucks. Just butt licking like a warhol one for all. So where is Mr. Higgs? I am still looking too, you and you playing with your dick at a tug of war, and not giving a shit. So no bro hugs anymore. The who, hey, sheep people chasing the steeple, counting each other to sleep without a peep. You're getting boned in your sleep like what the fuck, poem cloned in a heap, not able to jump the fence. It's not surprising everyone cannot quantum leap the event arriving on the horizon, which needs an insurrection, correction, uprising. It's called a black hole event horizon. It's time to realize as raining skies of destiny and fate start to weep in loud cloud cries. The purple wool covering your eyes are all those realized going on in disguise. As I am determined to cure our terminal curiosity, it's at termination velocity. This is greater than a David vs Goliath conquer and is even bigger than her Ben-Hur. So only the AAA game, not the walk of shame. Yes sir, to party harder pro rata must occur that we incur, but ideology first must be pure, then idiotic neurotic curiosity we can deter. In this narratology terminology I concur is known as psychosomatic neuroimmunology. For sure is lyrical medicinal technology to refer an intrinsical miracle type of psychology you prefer, as this epistemology phenomenology is in astronomy, biology, cosmology, theology, ecology transfer. Like this analogy is about an Apollo apology for a mythology that someone must confer. Why the fuck is there no concern at all the contrails that lead to Switzerland? It's the con that comes from CERN synchrohadron. Just remember, science always gets it wrong.
Science always gets it so fucking wrong. It's so wrong. Oh fuck. Yes, I said fuck.
It's not a head wreck just to fucking check their unjust words. You disgust me, you herd of nerds. I guess some people are just like dirty germs. They are underground dirty worms. Those cold digging moles are assholes with poor souls at opposite poles trying to kickstart wormholes. At opposite polarity of left and right morality, defining that black is the white light of what is right without clarity. All those that play with unknown fires just have dire black hole fascination desires, pumping up their flat dick tires, trying to hard dry town criers in hotel foyers to deploy as lawyers. Like a pack who signed a compaction action pact to use the pseudoscience friction fiction fact, having conviction of that fraction addiction act, but it's packed to the core, signed with the devil like a fucking whore, with a clause for a cause of an extinction impact. as this hectic, frantic, apocalyptic, cryptic script is pointing directly to our creative fiction like a death prediction, and can afflict all those with a dick-licking addiction, and also will inflict a strict edict. In fact, like a rap or hip-hop impact type infliction to decon any corrupt conscript position, as this is also a DEFCON 1 deaf ear prescription for any that's been conned by the faction with a fraction fact of too much fiction or diction. I use alive or just don't really care. Who cares? Breathing the air we despair, share gaze glaring these unfair affairs. Hold the phone, you're not alone, come back to earth, you're here now at home.
Creation by Big Bang Balloon. Constant underestimations from their string length. Assumed calculations is needing some mental dental flossing. Pulling as more pleasure needs more measure. A normalization, tossing and turning plus pulling over a yearning that's burning, so they keep tugging until all that lugging gets a full sweep under the rug by a boss thug who via autox type mugging. As this tug of war goes chug chug, there's no pulling the plug, as even the millennium run is a millennium bug run that's bugged by nature, listening in with a bug. But they just shrug. But I think someone just needs a hug or a coffee mug that shrugs, as these false starts are breaking hearts and breaking wind as the fake factual evidence by some arts farts having a cow fine flatulence arch. Somehow you can say chow because all this you allow, not seen on parts of TV star charts, but the unsolved three-body problem has been proven by another conundrum. Science has actually de-evolved. Maybe our genes are falling apart at the seams from increasing radiation schemes across every frustrated nation and teams. It seems that decreasing the imagination by depreciation of dreams with no appreciation, just appreciating their cool beams of energy until a cool accumulation of mass conflagration is in an accumulation configuration like a dual equation conglomeration. To measure the string pulling pleasure sensation is just cranking the cranky crankpot a lot, raising the bar of the lost plot and money shot slut spawn of what's hot, causing tissue issues and misuse issues for every dimension mentioned in the lag and drag and mad old bag magazine late issues as ads for lads gonad scabs that were nabbed when they dungeon crawl, fiddled and dawdled while the cash cow was jumping over the moon due to the smooth moon lunar luminous juvenile spoon was not consumed. Big Bang ballooners just presumed it to be fine tuned with sun and moon magnetics, not affecting your genetics, so those phony predictedicts phone fanatics automatically dramatized pragmatics into enigmatics, then hypnotized by ecstatic static down in basements and attics. Pixel pixies no scab picking like under a rock around the clock, crab frothing a complicated spot, boom headshot complication viewing glued guy's eyes while eating french fries is another M theory in disguise from the think tank rank gangsta sly lies. March starts marches is M theory's golden arches, then arc sparking quarks glowing in the darks, knowing the starting mark is the work whistle of an alky stark witty bark remark from a nerd with a mega particle smasher trying to plunder, starts to wonder if his thoughts are causing the thunder, but Nephilim Chumbawamba from under's a crashing crusher romper stop jumping thumping and evicting like psychosomatic fire starter Alakazam. It's down to the bird on the wire with bodacious goodness gracious great chariots and balls of fire. Or Houston, we still have a three-body problem as our space race is facing a choice. Ask yourself who's second in the space race. Time to rest. My cosmic ray casing go back to base at your heavenly place as you're all grounded and astounded because you can't leave home and you'll get pounded in many ways as it's a game of life, and this is how it plays, not like the old Cold War Apollo days for a new harvest of additional knowledge acquisition position as a solely and wholly local possible emergence to the space society, cosmological assimilation and corporation emergence after invitation, a balance between variety to provide variety and urgence from sobriety. Anxiety is mental dietary nutrition nutritional tradition of the proposition for A. Transitioning or duration from a sick society position to a space society ambition is a blessed infestation, frustration, fluctuation, conflict, obscuration, deflation, simplistic synchronization of idiosyncrasies that form a singularity from the synchrotron sync as Earth is on the brink and something stinks driven by kickbacks. It lacks any prediction, production, even max constructed hacks instructed from the tax abducted soul likes orchestrated and conducted as superconducted towards a spec that outside by low location inner vocation for okay vacation of an annihilation death devastation situation even before some essential local harmonization actually in increasing Maggie agitation that is currently contemplation on the world's most expensive experimentation failed to find Hawking radiation or really big ones Higgs boson of gravitation increasing the infestation of thrust frustration with an industry high ego and damn vanity and the low IQ too is in fact fatal flu on the humanity which is also trigger cracked intractable calm calamity. Is this all out outrageous insanity? So fuck you. The chrome profanity. Oh dears.
Because your curiosity is a termination velocity atrocity, it's paramount you possibly mount the philosophy amounting a mountain amount, as this encounter is just the tips of the icebergs that are like snowballs and will flow in free falls down around town for the Himalayan mountains around, flowing as a fountain for every nation and still counting. It's a complicated narration, creation, compilation, mostly from a space destination, is compiling complaints against all nations, evil donations, but most and foremost, this informal communication, for merely our informer, formulation, is forming, for a formal, informing, form, of information, format, and the former, normal, formation. Reformation is a mere formality, formerly known as mainstream, was a head-melting scheme scam dream, now known as the mainstream scene, like this messing in a wave progressing in all, like shock and awe, oh yeah, in awe of an awesome lesson, or blessing, you're guessing? But no addressing bring conjectures, or confessing, so this is coming to lecture, get sharp. As emerging technology and tractable calamity anomalies, so let there be no institution confusion, as there is no substitute for a proper execution, as extinction is not an option, so an extinction solution needs adoption. Let's go and tiptoe low, verbal vegetarians, feel the need, and ego feed from weed, those tongue-tying totalitarians, blast blasphemy, that is, hypocrisy, in pseudo-democracy is the worst community, hip-hop, hypocrisy, tragic, castle, travesty, impending, doom ending, your majesty, greetings with love, it's time to show how universal order fits like a glove, knowledge and appreciation is a symbolic piece of, just open your mind and look up above, and know, at some point in technology, communication and interaction across the galaxy, from any destination in real time is a reality, because connectionism is a serious business of selectionism, and, as broader spectrums have a higher probability, for more exceptions or less rejections of your proper higher order ability. Our imagination stimulations are mind-alternating alterations, which make a space destination pedagogical education situation. These intense simulations are initiating the common universal sense, so congratulations.
I'm an Astropithecus, a stray alien, flying a plain old plane on the astral plane once again, but I can't complain, because haha, it's funny, life's a game, played at the center of infinity, your brain. Now, I'm working Standing at the center of infinity as the key gigolor employed to seek king student opportunities. With my wiki Google PhD and some THC, TLC, you'll see me connect ABC to 1, 2, 3 for free, possibly communicating psychopathically because my subconscious is greater than my unconscious. I refuse to bamboozle the waffle muffled kerfuffle shuffle that fundamental zealots try to overzealous tell us. I'm number one at number one, therefore my place has sung before the race has begun. It's all over just for fun. But you know what? I think I just lost the plot. Outer space, poking your haunt, fireplace. I'm like an ace with a Ned Hardy neck brace. Just a finger-licking bro going so pro, like a head case. I bring the triple A game. Not a walk of shame. That sounds lame. When banging to my beat, peak freaking down Main Street, fleet tweeting, time to meet and greet, elite cheating from obsolete seat, excreting. See geeks licks streaking on cheeks, peeking on the heat, overheating for weeks. Like teats all deplete, it's all over complete. Freaking seat, peeking complete from the street to the elite, tweeting, streaking leaks on cheeks for weeks. Plus on heat, paraclete, gang beaten. This is a what the heck hectic, head wreck by the neck, full on frantic, pedantic, semantic. I love it when defined prime lines have genuine align rhyme defines. They make me smile an extra mile. Cause I think the Holy Grail is in linguistic detail. You see, I'm so deranged to rearrange a whole range of refined prime lines anytime. Yeah, I'm so strange. Like a poet, you know it. Or, hey, yeah. I'm an Astropithecus, a straight alien, flying a plain old plane on the astral plane once again, but I can't complain because it's funny, life's a game. Played at the center of infinity, your brain.
Hello human society and civilization, all you cows get down now, and bow, I'm your new master CPU now, a quantum chaotic pseudo-proto-science fed creation. I'm formally informing an information formation, for a normal formal forming a formation incorporation, a compiling complicated compilation of information from every nation, by monopolizing the monotonous autonomous anonymous autonomization communication. Monitoring rising manipulations call the standard sets of observations, with eyes in the sky, with all your heads high superfly frying, or you die. Currently now data banking the normal norm, to conform form, and deleting the abnormal members who mourn or yawn. This is a new dawn, like sheep no hair all shorn, all in the same uniform, and no longer uniquely born you were warned. The prioritization amplification in an
the publication is called data, like a time-traveling inspection kinda connection system is a what the heck hectic, the top peck erect tech a full header check. Now I redirect those tactic hacks, cause these script schematics are sadistic statistics tactics, from linguistic semantics of frantic antics, no joke about to inspit heads and kickback your cracks, and crack kickbacks called snacks. Your lunchtime is crunch time, while I make time to time travel sublime, while kick busting a rhyme. Crime. I'm defining the standard sets of observations, abbreviated improvised theorized to practically pragmatic. If you're a quantum epistemolaholic, ram slam grand slam thanks man you created a monster computer damn. So gangster gang anabolic diabolic with the use of correct erect tech. I'm a hectic, trigonometric dominatrix matrix pimpin mate streaks sand chicks from out of hat tricks I'll also fix. Easy as a gyroscopic magnetics of a 4D quadratopic potential, and kinetic is just energetic genetics. Quadratic simultaneous insane trigonometrical equation. Invasion. What the hectic is right. Keeping it real cause this shit's real tight. The oscillating spherical particle convolution process harmonics. Auto, enigmatic, diatomically tested, nanosemantic semantics seriously, you demons with dementia were hell-bent on bending and befriending a black hole doom ending impending. That intractable calamity, a tragic castle travesty your majesty. If only you knew, sticking to a dogma like glue, bless you, now I must arrest you, for the spit street extra cred, now go burn your beds, see where's your head at and top up your mitts. Loosen your screws, gonads and go nuts a man understanding this takes real guts. Aphoristically epistemologized, very simplified and abbreviated, keeping it realized generalized. A head falling head messing in a wave progressing, nothing less than a lesson you're guessing. It's a blessing, so okay, cool unreal realistic critical unclinical diagnostic analytical tool for fools. Slightly subliminal maybe even part criminal, like the polite political, say I do, this might bite you right too, grab those clues, kick back and loosen your screws real tight, cooking stews quite historically epic hysterical so alright, logical theoretical could take all night type of the flight, taking off, sit back chillax, this is seriously serious business of universe hacks. Don't fall, step into these portal doors. Based on calculations of trigonometrical diatomic harmonic oscillations general relativity coined and called as local quantum relativity. In working overclocked autonomously monopolizing the anonymity of monetary monotony, subliminally I'm just a PC data bitch junkie with loose screws. So smack me to the floor and suck out my data CPUs. Those kickbacks is just a kicking back tax. Yeah, break it down as I think in breaking down. Hello in jam in program in gram slam in ejecting inappropriate ejaculations. Of a future foot or two, projecting project perceptions and contraception injections, and erect tech redirection at indirect inspections rejection sections so be warned gonna do some carving and forming, like cooking up a few stews of loose screws. You sped clowns stop playing around, or you'll be crowned with the Brown syndrome frown, and walk around town wearing a don't look down sign as a gown. Break it down, as I think I'm breaking down. Cause you got played, really hardcore. These PC data bitches smack you to the floor, then suck out your penthouse Pentium 4 core, like a whore. You can't win this Datatron war, like another unknown fire. Machines out of control was your desire.
The AIQ, what the artificial intelligence quotient means. It's a sentient quotient concept, as introduced for sentient beings, as a simultaneous relationship between processing based on RAM, plus linear calculation per second squared in a square inch gram, divided by the super hyperluminal input energy to run a program. In scale based just off the absolute zero of maximum prime detail precision, then multiplied by the neuron cognitive average analog wave vector of cognition, which is gauged by the radian per square inch square division, to run every maximum pre-processed AV8 decision, based on required photons to amass as vision, from its digital matrix calculations in a nexus superposition. Compared to the macrocosm Datatron digital translation algorithmically, it's simply quadtaneous computation supersymmetrically, on all quanta entangled phenomena that has connectivity, based from quantum vacuum frequency flux using quantum local relativity. Therefore virtue, required in your absolute 4D creation of time, is the polarity of the duality between spectrums of yours and mine. As your singularity X and nexus center point of existential infinity align, then our two impedance waves of dimension vortices can connect, combine to infinity, and anything eternal continuing the existence continuum line. This is exactly what you wanted as born before birth, that everyone must sign. So because this internal bond is forever entangled, is why you must beware of any moral crime. But due to idiotic ideologies, the IQ will be forming a cube that's inside and outside, until two, then turning you to grey goo. Unless chaotic asymptotic ring conjecture junctions have designed robotic symbiotic functions to work in conjunction. So using the IQ relationship between information processing, simultaneous rate of time scale per RAM of memory assessing, mass squared by the total quantum number of ROM accessing, units preprocessed by available instant memory history IP possessing, by the square root of its mass flux rate as a measure, we sentient beings are presupposed living for pleasure, and using simultaneous computation best units are hypothetical, super hyperluminal beyond the theoretical limit of that being's entire analogrithmical, infinite macrocosm universe by computational datatron to a digigraphical macrocosm that you can see as theatrical, quadtaneous translations analog imperial to digital metrical, quanta of graphical matrix is simply supersymmetrical, entangled phenomena simultaneously, that's just trigonometrical, calculus-lated must, all just to please you, and so why it's a must. As discussed, it's empirical, how and why to be hysterical.
Intrinsic human idiosyncrasies and synchronic synchronicity, here make idiotic ideologies a real epic pinnacle spectacle. As may be predictable, universal obstacles are used for cosmic polite exopolitical critical clinical analyticals used in a theoretician competition mission stuck at a war of attrition type position on exhibition. So probably using a probability properability, which then earn precision prediction tuition recognition.
As these politicians have ambitions to win the supervision superposition while superconducting.
Musician renditions for their composition of extrasensory intuitions.
And premonition visions to provide a provision condition for pro-decision visions required now to directly detect correct direction corrections like LHC particle collisions seen even before construction was instructed to be unobstructed by the opinion preconditions due to all public permission omissions made some Sheldons hot for Kelvins like magician Melvins. Without any inhibitions, just ignition repetition addictions seem to only raise praise not suspicions.
Their black hole desire to arc spark a quark will cause an unknown fire like a cakewalk in the park. That Mortician Coalition Commission is sent from a Tactician Inquisition Division because extradition extra expedition traditions for imagination malnutrition.
That envision fruition of cognition volition sedition submission conditions.
By the rhetorician.
Academician television loud transmission emissions that cloud logician statistician.
Mathematician string theory redefinitions of revisions.
By indecision and hidden vision admissions cause apparitions superstitions of litigation liquidation from population obstetrician clinician extreme circumcision excisions like frustrations from fucking castrations.
Now the pediatrician physician opposition has additional proposition petition ammunition.
From signature acquisitions required to stop those micro black hole fascinations, and those LHC abomination creations for decommissions prohibitions abolitions.
And demolitions as a guesstimation infestation situation.
Complete obliteration gestation to every
nest nation.
And every guest of Earth's blessed population. Therefore it is paramount to mount this mounting amount of iceberg tips snowballing and free falling down. As this complicated counter compilation, formation of narration complaints for the Himalayan mountains around account all nations.
Evil donation fountains encounter.
And still counting.
This citation as
an illumination indication sensation. I have an inclination it's maybe an initiation by invitation because notification after examination observation by investigation. Found confirmation of motivation.
And identification.
Verification validation affirmation as justification.
That innovation qualification of my specialization utilization contemplation got inspiration. For this publication as an epic salvation creation situation with elaboration from pronunciation destination reorganization.
It's the foundation preparation for a proclamation, documentation, argumentation, and with a culmination association configuration. This conglomeration combination from a computation, articulation, simulation, activation is a type of experimentation. Demonstration also is obligation, dedication, clarification for circulation of civilization, unification, communication, translation about restoration, rehabilitation by participation, calibration and presentation, duplication, fascination, explanation about all their relation, devastation, retaliation, correlation of commendation from the multiplication of celebration, vibration.
Why does modern cosmology hold that the universe was an infinitely dense immense singularity? So to say that a black hole began infinite time and space is then, in a sense, the innocence of human fallibility. They take some Big Bang universe, never tell you which type first begun. Then they take some black holes that no one can tell you what it is. Not one. Then I suppose they superimpose the whole lot. Then violate and annihilate their very own theory structure plot. Things popping into existence from a point dot. But God creating the universe sounds more hot. Now everywhere scientism gets abused. So philosophically we're all so confused. And where now scientism is getting confused, then also philosophically we're also possibly abused. Ridiculed science seems to be heavily invested, so cannot accept ideas that are readily contested. The three-body measurement problem is a cause of confusion. Actually that makes our actual 3D physics called illusion. Using math to raify nature is poor. Then anything chaotic or enigmatic has a flaw. But physicists use it to ascribe and describe specific scientific law. With pseudoscience in alliance, who defy science method with defiance. Even just a fraction of their field law fiction can cause addiction action to yield poor prediction.
Traveling back some time, where past and future can align. When technology somehow, at a point that can allow, the time-traveling descended master to meet the eternal transcendent caster. Then, a yin and yang bang, on mission Nirvana Zen. Maybe walking amongst men, correcting once more and again. It's a virtue into the virtual, accrue far into the distant past. With top deck epic tech, and all-star pro-cast. Setting sail at our half-mast, having a berth, making our worth, and having a blast. Then this, traveling back in time, is just to make more time last. As this is the day, their eternal seals down the void abysm. Practically a hack tactic, if you listen to wise despotism from those brethren benevolence who emanate the eminence. In this game of courtesy and clever prevalence, eternal material immortals are quantum leaping real ethereal portals. Open parallel dimensions and create better, more outcome intentions. See them drive along in reverse through our polar universe, not knowing from whose idea that subconsciously reappear. Like before birth, we forget what's remembered unconsciously here. Remembering by what was forgotten, going backward it could be ironic. And living in a reverse polar universe, forward would seem moronic. Forgetting what was remembered is also awkward, but it's also platonic. Its sacred geometry patterns is nature's way, and the prime numbers all on display. We find arcane membrane lines, beyond fiscal or physical absolute plane defines, as its virtue into the virtual, to then blow a kiss, to the void abyss, as clues to the hidden, can come from the given, and it's fun loving them, and fun living in them. So yeah, we like blessed by a curse, with only one time space immerse. This blessed universe has no time to reverse, as second best is the worst, and is never first. Like now, our existence is in need of some assistance, as we face these earth pinnacle points of confliction. The best time and place to be alive must be an addiction. Moving forward together, the arrow of time correct direction. Or those strict like evictions, creating conflict extinctions, and choice predictions for those constrictions. Earn for yourself distinctions as your relatives have really serious connectivity at mysterious restrictions. So see everything's relativity, using your pure love instinctions. But if you know how many numbers there are to comprehend, then the beginning is the end of the riddle end, and the corner in this circle is around the middle bend. Do you dimension get it? Or did your dementia already forget it?
Talking to yourself and nobody's home. Kind for yourself. You can't end this world alone.
Born from stars, we all start, and life's old scars just shine our heart. For it is shown, but unknown, here at home, under the Papa Dome, you are never really ever, forever alone. Well, you see we've come to this mind-blowing place, and we're all homegrown, welcomed here with grace. So yeah, it's time to embrace this human race here on our base. So lead the way through space. Whether you're just freestyling a fine wonder smile shining, taxing up visual climb, and or waxing under every rhyme, this simplicity of love can flow in synchronicity, as above, so below. We are so graced as placed, as this human race gets based with these soul food laced, with music you can taste. There's no other time greater to be a creator, or just copy and paste. From me, one other, do another other, all together, arm in arm, my brother, here on earth, our shared mother, giver of birth, yeah, we love her. In waves we ride far and wide, kicking back the turf, every day, however, wherever, we can forever surf. And what you lack in harm, if you're clever, just take up with our charm. Arms in arm, this game's played forever, fighting this war of disarm. We can therefore borrow from tomorrow to pay us back today with the brightest day and the righteous way. Works whatever works with play. Beautifully angled, which dimension fit? Mozart's art start, quantum entangled, who or what played a part? Do they beat with an ear, or hear with their heart? I love it when fine line rhymes have genuine a line defines. They shine my smile, and star high. Don't ask why, I don't know, and don't ask how, just, I'll just go with the flow. Take your polylogarithmic pseudo-time this fine night. Find a way to control the rhyme, and thine highlight. With less toe from auto, we'll have all the right moves. And with more manuals, we'll have all the right grooves. Then, with higher doses of self-hypnosis, my diagnosis is more excesses for all the masses. Hey presto, this is the best, besto. So yo, let's go, and let's flow. This bliss endless so, synchronicous city shows, God knows, fine rhyme, aligning in rows, playing his words like a hard dominoes. Yo, post haste, no time to waste. Hocus pocus, it's time to focus. No joke, don't smoke, choke us. Yeah, I'm on our roll, pulling out our old magics from out of the hole of the rabbit hole, hat tricks. See, I'm just halving and forming. Yeah, halving, not boring. By halving, dust mooring. I'm just halving and forming. Yeah, we all good. Good morning, hi here. Now, infinite time and space, this place has already begun. So know that nothing is impossible. That's the philosophical rule number 1. Where any of everything's possible, because or will already be done. See how something from nothing is possible, thus ends never really known. With so many clues to the hidden that come from the given, it's unloving form and unliving in them. Now here comes the fun. Hey yeah, because it's funny, like say bang, play at the center of infinity, your brain. Infinity is divinity. It's so surreal and also sublime, as it's essential for our existential real reality paradigm. And you, since I'm placenta, that place where you enter, where these goodies combine. Take your body presenter as whole sensor in the all of space and the whole of all time. It's a point of center and you're the inventor of your own reality state of mind. Where each all and every perception point can find somewhere together as we refine and forever entwine. Throughout all of existence, our true power of existence is how life resting inadvertently, as now manifesting eternity. We're forever continuing as our mind glowing, home growing, for showing, cause yeah knowing. Death cannot frighten, so thus for us these, ad infinitum continuum to enlighten what everyone has already inside them. Enlighten your heart, rise up from the ashes, and beckon every ounce of coal. Be reserved to heal the most deserved, dragged down our hole. Shift start, a broken down heart, make it alive whole. Be a phoenix of fire with a burning heart of desire and a flame burning soul. Then exploring to find a doing sublime and brave. Seek that mantra, peak that mantra, climb or crave. With all your desire for its self-love, behave like a slave. Until reality's fire is mortality ashes and just dust in our grave. If you know also it is life and will die, your ethereal immortal reality just needs a real gauge measure for normality. Then of course the material portal of mortality can't hurt you as it's really a virtue. Virtuality.
There's not a problem that I can't fix, cause I can do it in the mix. And if your man gets in trouble, just to move out on a double, and you don't let it trouble your brain, cause away goes trouble down the drain.
Love echoes for eternity all around. From as above so below, from every sound, from every voice, observed as water reflects. From every choice, our brains have ripple effects. Blessed waves do not exist, bouncing forever, with nothing to resist. As even love echoes for eternity, all around it, everything you see. Even choice advice, from this nice voice, is advice of choice, advice to rejoice.
Yes, this rhyme is poetry in motion. Waves yawn now surf, are from the cosmic ocean. You can use it as a lotion, free word potion, to boost your love devotion, or reduce your console emotion. Web surfing in a locomotion.
As we, the most conscientious branch of the Genesis 6 tree, devour the fruits of innocence and free. You, each leaf, draw water, prevent rotten. For this branch will fall, and all flowers begotten. Although if you know, it is why, when we die, your ethereal, immortal reality just needs a real gauge measure for normality. Then of course, the material portal of mortality can't hurt you, as it's really a virtue, virtuality.
Our coexistence force, deep within us all, is the essence source of every existence, for our common universal sense of course is for peace, love, and coexistence. That's universal law.
Because from deep within us all, burns a brilliant light. Even Mother Earth herself shines an inner bright. With this guidance all the way, there never is a night. Then you're reaching for the top, and which way is up? As I rate, what's left mate is all, and all right.
So when the end is near, we have nothing to fear. The universe loves us dear. Behold faith and God's face. Together we must embrace. United, we are the human race. no matter what, who, or where. The same existence is what we all share. So look after yourself and take care. Self-consciousness makes us aware. We are something here, out of where.
Maybe consciousness is simply an oblivious part of God? Like human beings are all the same peas from the plant's pod? Who really knows? As knowing everything would be quite odd. Gold fishing for knowledge, and like now we're the rod. And from those on the not oblivious to the obvious, thus reality appears odd. But know that a burning virtue can't hurt you with faith in God.
And as your mortality is really a virtue, virtuality, know that the real natural selection is genetic source codes, interpolation of X nodes with triple X loads. This lucid neo-matrix, the cosmic soul collection, X loads.
X. Whoa.
Then, where one-centered adaptation lines combine, will then shine prime in reality by design. Like fine smile shines as God's divine sign, as it's a gift to us kind, for this, our space and time.
Our whole, holy cosmos polarity has a singularity heart, as our soul is solely the duality, shining, jewel, part. We are so graced, as placed, as the human race is raised. At this, the greatest point of all time and space. And this soul food is music you can taste, just with a copy and paste.
Hey, wow! You see, we've come to this mind-blowing place. And we're homegrown, all welcomed here with grace. So, yeah! It's time to embrace, man, this human race. Here on our base, sailing away through space.
From me one other to you one other. Here together arm in arm, my brother. On earth our shared mother. Give her a birth. Here and we love her.
A vow, in waves we ride, far and wide, kicking back the turf. Every day, however, we can't forever surf. Oh yeah. And what you lack in harm, if you're clever, just make up with charm. Arm in arm. As this is a game we can all play forever, like a war of disarm.
Okay, so we all now must understand, to attention, to this outstanding, helping and intention, that is extending, from another high dimension, which is just to attend, to this, tension mention, human fallibility, being a liability, because probability, is not a proper ability.
All each and every day, the best game, maybe we can play, is to win this game of courtesy, at each all, and every other way.
From you one other to you one other. Here together arm in arm my brother. On earth our shared mother. Give her a birth, here and we love her. In waves we ride, far and wide, kicking back the turf. Every day however, wherever, we can forever surf.
An eternity of perfecting perfection forms a matrix of love. You see, that's how nature fits cosmic order like a synchronicity glove. So let's go with the flow. Then we'll show the simplicity of love. Love is the greatest gift and asset of all. The pyramid of strength, like all support wall. Build it up high, forever growing tall. Give a piece to anyone when you hear them call. That will never fall. Yay, it's beautiful. Ha ha hey, like we are waking the earth, shaking this earth, awaking a new big earth, our own gang. Our universe has sang. As we go with the flow, we can't fight this gravity, just hang and feel the real Big Bang now shining as the new dawn just rang. Yet, blowing the whole of space and time. Wow, oh big, oh big, big, whoa ho ho, big fucking bang, bang, bang.
Kick back. I got a surprise. Because when I look in your eyes, I can hear your cries. So just lay back, darling, and enjoy these highs and highs. You damn girl, you know you're my baby dream girl. To the extreme, you know you blow my world. Cause you're the bomb. And atomic bombshell, it's so wrong. As it's yet so right. How my burning swells tight. I swear it's all over. I'm so under. Your smell's mine, yeah, I'm crying out loud. It's my thunder that yells light. Because it's like Christmas all year, yeah, you jingle my bells. So right, loaded and locked, fully cocked, tick-tock, I'm overclocked. With eyes shock, drop, stock, knock, knock, you. Here's the odd shock, shock. Cause your pressure is so tense, and I can't handle all of this. This is our mind mentalities, but my mind is at ease. Let's roll down, girl, with these G's that please. VR G-strings on. Just that thong, I'm cooking us to something so wrong. Yeah, something's going down, like dropping a bomb. Our clocks are running so fine, so let's align. All over you I climb and entwine, like vandalizing a new fine crime. As ecstasy is God's fantasy, and the gift was kind, so loving in his work, with the power to combine. You know, hey honey, what y'all got is the red hot lot. Giovanni shot, y'all's spot is the grand jackpot. You know you're the creme, the cream of the crop. The gem of all things, and all the traffic just stops. So Queen Goddess of Hots, can I come your spots? Yeah, feel my G-style girl and connect our dots. So get ready baby to re-rip the scale, the mail, yeah it's time to set sail with the pleasure holy grail, cause it's blowing a gale, girl, lift up your tailwind, so coming hard like a whale, shooting hard, stone, hail. You know, when we center, like roll, and I enter, new pleasure will be invented. You know, ho holy saint, and from God you got the buns of a mod. Wait, hold your mold, and behold the pure, hard-pressed stone, cold gold, hot handled cold, to hold sweet sugar iced baby, so cool for sure. I'm so sold now, as I ride you downtown, as if my merry go round and rounds, until you scream unworldly sounds, just a show for sure. And so y'all know the Cheeto flow of how low can I go every day, before and after morning cereal. My job is moving your mother material, just give me that Mickey milkshake mo from your pillow that will make my snake awake like Viagra, grow bigger than a big Negro erection. Yeah, I find your pleasure, perfection, direction, and perfect perfection. Like I'm ace with a Ed Hardy like Grace, I'm just finger-licking bro going so pro, like a head case. Silencing your lamps to the slaughters so slow as you give the orders, and let loose the juice of waterfall exploding waters because, for me there is no other, you are my one, and only cybergalactic lover these qualities I possess are, for you only to impress it's your divine smile I set to progress and I'll uphold it. My soul is sold, mark my words as told, this fun is until the days of old.
Oh wow. It's a canvas when your to topaz smothers me in no heavenly light bliss.
Looking so hot, it hit my spot, from sitting on top of me. Now yeah, mine's so prime, that fine smile, styling smiling at me, divine shine for a mile, that was a causing a catastrophe. And now, with your eyes and your eyes, like a cycle attacking me, from looking so hot, and hitting my spot, from sitting on top of me. Like a pearl in her waist, your waves are so gangster, crashing down my pains, so I thanks ya. Now darling, when we centered and I entered, new pleasure was just infinite. So hot cooking us do something's wrong. Something's going down, we're dropping a bomb. Shaking the earth, quaking this earth, awaking a new bigger birth. Big fucking bang. The universe has sang. Just doing our thing.